Warning, the following video contains some major video game spoilers as we take a look at 8 secret death Easter eggs in video games. During the 12th mission, known as the Death Factory in Hitman Absolution, Agent 47 will have to infiltrate Dexter Industries and take down several targets, including Dr. Marcus Green, a chap who's in the middle of testing proximity mines upon unsuspecting pigs. And if you happen to wander backstage, then you too can also take down a pig, which will activate this rather bizarre Easter egg. Earlier on in the year, we looked in on Sierra Entertainment's tactical shooter, Swat 3, and some of the secret rooms that can be located, including the one that's home to a spider, and the Easter egg dedicated to the film The Matrix, both of which would result in your death. However, there is a third location throughout the game that would also result in you dying if you so happen to interact with a certain creature in a particular way. Located within the North Sea and to the northeast of the Broken Isles in Blizzard Entertainment's World of Warcraft Shadowlands rests the uncharted island of Exile's Reach and the starting zone for any new player. And it is just after finding yourself stranded upon the island that you should explore the jagged coast and the beaches to the east, where you end up finding out what happened to the main characters from Walt Disney's 1989 movie, The Little Mermaid. In Sierra's 1986 graphic adventure game Space Quest, you start aboard a scientific spaceship and end up hopping into an escape pod because a group of sinister Saurians have boarded, seized the ship and killed all the crew. And it is when you are hurtling through space that you might be tempted to press the Don't Touch button, which, if you do, you'll end up landing in Sierra's King's Quest adventure and eaten by a bunch of alligators. But if you weren't tempted to touch the button, then eventually you'll land on the planet of Corona, where if you walk east-east, north-north, east-east and stand in the middle of this screen and for whatever reason, and for about 20 seconds, then you'll be treated to this. At the beginning of Volition's 2009 third-person shooter Red Faction Guerrilla, Alec Mason journeys to Mars to reunite with his brother Daniel and take a job as a miner. and it is right at the start that Dan orders you to collect some salvage, take down several structures, and then return to him, where sadly he is then taken out by an EDF gunship. However, before any of that happens, you do actually have a small window of opportunity to perform another action, which many would never have thought to do so, and where you are presented with a special message.
I'll keep an eye on it. You get the salvage.
This is The Darkness, a 2007 first-person shooter which follows Jackie on the night of his 21st birthday and finds his body being possessed by an ancient, malevolent spirit and gaining incredibly dark powers. Anyway, within the game there is an incredibly obscure and well-hidden Easter egg. You see, throughout your journey you will find a ton of phone numbers listed on billboards, flyers, posters and scraps of paper. And if you think to use one of the payphones to call one of them, you will hear this.
You're not allowed to call this number.
Yeah, a strange and mysterious man on the other end. But who is he? Well, if you find and call 2 more numbers, he will then say this.
Alright. Whoever you are, I want to congratulate you for being persistent and daring enough to call me the keeper of secrets. Keep your eyes open. Call in if you find more numbers. Maybe I'll tell you a secret.
Which in turn leads on to a wild goose chase, and he ends up making you call a total of 18 phone numbers before he'll even tell you his secret, only for him to then be killed.
Okay, here goes. There's a secret society known as the Glorious Revelation of EP. Now, I got a bunch of papers here in my hand, top secret documents, autopsy reports and correspondence letters that were stolen from a vault in the Society's Alpine headquarters and reveal the mind-boggling secret that Elvis was really the alien spawn of...
Now, there are a total of 36 numbers to find, and since the guy is now dead, from phone calls 19 to 29, you will just receive an engaged tone. But on the 30th, you will hear this.
You will die if you keep calling.
So what does happen if you find and call the remaining 6 numbers?
Who's up there? What is it?
You sank my battleship!
It must be raining. What was it?
Yeah, next up is one of my favourite Easter eggs of all time, and I was fortunate enough to be told by one of the team a couple of years ago how to activate it. As in the slaughterhouse in Beavis and Butthead in Virtual Stupidity, normally after activating the machine, cows will begin to pass through it, and it can be used as much as you like. However, if you happen to utilise the foot icon upon the right hand corner of the top left beam, the foot should flash, and if you happen to do the same on the opposite beam, plus click on the bottom pixels on the 2 hooks, you'll then be rewarded with this Easter egg. And if you're wondering who the guy was, well, that was a recognisable person at the company, and the cow mask was added in to make sure it wasn't so obvious as to who it was. Our final Easter egg for this episode brings us to Karamari Hospital and to Spooky's House of Jump Scares DLC, which was released in late 2015. A short add-on which is filled with ghoulish creatures, unsettling music and creepy areas to explore. And it's at one point when you'll gain access to the hidden staircase leading down into the basement that you can come across the endless hallway, which if you turn around at any point, you will oddly find yourself back at the beginning, and apparently you never actually went anywhere. However, if you keep trying to walk down the endless hallway, then eventually this will happen. Well, that's just about it from me for today, but if you have a secret death Easter egg that you think I should check out, then why not comment in the comments section below? You can message me at my email address, catch me on Twitter, and even on Instagram. And until next time, I will see you soon.